Two simple words. Just two small words that can change everything in your life. Most people ignore them because they look too basic, too easy, almost unimportant. But the truth is, these two words carry real power. The kind of power that changes how people see you, how they respond to you, and most importantly, how you see yourself. If you use them with confidence, without hesitation, your whole way of speaking changes. And when your way of speaking changes, people instantly feel that you are confident, that you stand by your decisions, and that you know exactly what you want from life. And that is where real change begins. Now listen carefully, because what I'm about to share may sound simple, but its impact is deep. These two words can immediately change how women react to you. Yes, instantly. And no, it's not about tricks or manipulation. It's about clarity, confidence, and intention. Stay with me, because today I'm going to show you how one small sentence can completely change what they think about you. This sentence is powerful, especially when you say it calmly, confidently, and with a clear intention. And I won't just tell you what it is, I will also show you exactly how to use it in daily situations so you can start seeing results quickly. Before we go deeper, I want to ask you something simple. If you want more content like this, take a second to like this video and subscribe. It may feel like a small step, but it actually helps this valuable content reach more people. You're not just supporting me, you're helping others discover ideas that can truly improve their lives. So, can I count on you? Good. Now let's move forward. Here is where most people make a big mistake. This is the exact point where many men lose their direction. They put effort into building connections. They try to be nice. They try to impress. They try to avoid mistakes. But they forget one very important thing. They avoid expressing what they actually want. They hesitate. They hold back. And because of that, they lose their impact. Think about it. How many times have you wanted to say something but stopped yourself? How many times did you think, what if she doesn't like it? Or what if I sound too direct? Or maybe I should wait for the right moment. And that moment never comes. Instead, you stay silent, you play safe, and you slowly lose the opportunity. The problem is not that you don't have something to say. The problem is that you are afraid to say it clearly, and this fear shows. Even if you don't realize it, people can feel it. When you hesitate, when your words are unclear, when your tone is uncertain, it sends a message. That message is simple. You are not sure of yourself. And confidence is not about being perfect. It is not about saying the smartest things. It is about being clear. It is about being direct. It is about standing behind your words without fear. When you do that, people respect you more. They trust you more, and they respond to you differently. Now imagine this. Instead of hesitating, instead of overthinking, you speak with calm certainty. Your words are simple, but your intention is strong. You don't try to impress, you don't try to please everyone, you just express what you truly want. That alone changes everything. Because most people don't do this. Most people hide their intentions. They speak in a way that feels safe but unclear. They hope the other person will understand what they mean without saying it directly, but that rarely works. In fact, it often creates confusion, mixed signals, and missed opportunities. This is why those two simple words matter so much. They remove confusion. They bring clarity. They show confidence. And when used correctly, they make your communication powerful without being aggressive. But before I reveal those words, you need to understand one more thing. Confidence is not loud. Confidence is not forceful. Confidence is calm. It is steady. It does not need to prove anything. And that is exactly how you should use these words. When you say them, you don't rush. You don't over-explain. You don't apologize for what you want. You simply state it, clearly and calmly. And that is what makes the difference. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you are talking to a woman and you want to meet her again. Most people would say something like, maybe we can hang out sometime if you're free, or let me know if you want to meet. This sounds polite, but it also sounds uncertain. It puts all the decision on the other person, and it shows that you are not fully confident in what you want. Now compare that with a clear and confident statement. You express your intention without hesitation. You make it simple. You make it direct. And suddenly, the whole energy changes. You are not asking for permission. You are expressing your desire. This is where the shift happens. This is where people start seeing you differently. Because now you are not just another person trying to impress. You are someone who knows what they want and is not afraid to say it. And this does not just apply to dating. This applies to every part of your life. Whether it's your career, your friendships, or your personal goals, the way you express yourself matters. If you are always unsure, always waiting, always holding back, you limit your own growth. But when you start speaking with clarity and confidence, doors begin to open. Opportunities come to you. People take you seriously. And most importantly, you start believing in yourself more. Now here's the truth that most people don't want to accept. You don't need complicated strategies. You don't need perfect lines. You don't need to act like someone else. You just need to be clear, direct, and confident in your communication. And those two words I'm about to share with you will help you do exactly that. They are simple, but when used correctly, they can completely change how people respond to you. Now here is the truth most people don't realize. Saying things like, "We can do whatever you want," or "I don't know what you want," might sound polite on the surface, but they actually show a lack of confidence. They make you look unsure, like you don't have your own direction. And the biggest problem starts when a man tries too hard to make his partner happy. He begins to lose his strength. He stops leading and starts only following, and that is never attractive. If you are paying attention, you are already starting to see the pattern. Attraction is not about being perfect or always saying the right thing. It is about how you show up. It is about the energy you bring into a conversation. And when your energy feels unsure or dependent, people naturally lose interest. Not because you are a bad person, but because you are not showing clarity. Now let's get to the real secret. The two words are simple. I want. That's it. Just I want. These two words instantly change your energy. They show confidence, direction, and purpose. They show that you are not afraid to express your desires. And this is not just a sentence. It is a mindset. It is a way of thinking. It is leadership. And leadership is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. Not controlling, not forcing, but leading with clarity and calm confidence. So, how do you actually use I want in your daily life? Let's start with a simple situation. When you ask her out, most people say something like, "If you are free, maybe we can meet sometime." This sounds weak and uncertain. Instead, say, "I want to take you out for dinner this Friday." Feel the difference. You are not waiting for permission. You are taking initiative. And you are doing it in a relaxed and confident way. Women notice this immediately. They feel the clarity. They feel the direction. And that is what creates attraction. Not fancy words, not tricks, just simple, clear intention. Here is another example. When starting a conversation, instead of wasting time on random small talk, say, "I want to get to know you better. Let's grab coffee this week." This is direct, honest, and refreshing. You are not hiding your intention. You are not playing games. You are being real. And that kind of honesty is rare, which is why it stands out so strongly. Even if you are already in a relationship, these words still have power. Instead of saying, "Anything is fine," or "Whatever you want," say, "I want to spend the weekend with you. Let's plan something fun." See the shift? You are showing that you value their time. You are showing that you want to be with them, and you are willing to take initiative. This creates a perfect balance between leadership and interest. You are not dominating, but you are also not disappearing. You are present, clear, and engaged. Now, there is something very important you must remember. Confidence is not arrogance. Confidence does not mean being rude or controlling. The way you say things matters just as much as what you say. Your tone, your energy, your presence, all of it matters. If she is busy or suggests another option, don't push. Don't try to force your plan. Instead, respond calmly, like, "No problem, I want to meet you. How about Saturday?" This shows flexibility with strength. You are still clear about your intention, but you are also respectful. And that is the balance that works. Women appreciate a man who knows what he wants, but also respects their space. Someone who leads, but does not control. someone who is confident but not arrogant. When you communicate this way, something powerful happens. You give the other person the freedom to be honest too. Because you are clear, they feel comfortable being clear. And this creates open, honest communication. That is how strong relationships are built. Not through guessing, not through playing it safe, but through clarity and mutual respect. This is not just about attraction. It is about building trust. It is about creating a connection where both people feel understood and valued. Also, remember this. Words are only one part of the message. The real impact comes from your tone of voice, your body language, and your presence. Don't say, "I want," like you are giving an order. Say it calmly, with confidence, with a relaxed energy. When it comes from a man who knows his worth and leads with awareness, its impact becomes very strong. People can feel it instantly. Now, here is your challenge. For the next 7 days, start using this mindset. Start today. At least 5 times a day, express your desires clearly. It does not matter who you are talking to. It could be a woman, a friend, a colleague, or even a waiter. The goal is simple. Get comfortable expressing what you want. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. That is normal. You are changing a habit. But within a few days, you will start noticing a difference. People will respect you more. They will be more curious about you. They will trust you more. And your presence will naturally become stronger. This is how confidence is built. Not by thinking, but by doing. Not by waiting, but by acting. And remember, information is useless if you don't use it. So don't just listen to this and move on. Start applying it today. Start leading your conversations. Start speaking with awareness and confidence. And watch how the world begins to respond differently to you. In the next part, we will go even deeper into how this all works.